What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Landaris. You already know. You see me. You see me. L&L Line Service, Kansas City, Missouri, Blue Springs area. Back at you. Hey guys, back at you with another video. Just waiting on my daughter to get out of this basketball tryouts. See how she did. But as you can see, it's raining. It's raining. So if you go and look at two of my videos, I'm doing some estimates on like leaf cleanups. I got both of them. I think one for 600, which I would be pulling the trailer, and then the other one for the minimum 375, which, I mean, it's nothing at all, you know. So what's that? 6, 7, 8, 9, almost $1,000, 2 yards. So yeah. But it's raining. And when it rains, the leaves get wet, they get matted down. You know, it was one season where the leaves, man, I went through leaf cleanups and none of the leaves was wet. That was one of the best falls of cleaning leaves that I ever had. I don't know if I'm going to ever have that again. By the looks of it now, you know, it's going to rain all day and all night tonight. It's going to, you know, clear out by tomorrow morning, but it's still going to be wet. So when it rains all night, you already know what that means, man. It's just wet. And I like to tell the customers, hey, look, and I tell all my customers, if the weather changes and if you don't mind waiting until they kind of dry up, I can still do it, but I prefer to do it on a day as the leaves dry up, and otherwise your prices might change. And I tell them that, and that'll make them say, oh, okay, well, whenever it dries up or you feel fit that it's you know, ready to get cleaned up, you know, go ahead and clean it up for the price that we talked about. So I like to do it that way. So I let the leaves dry out, and that way it makes it easier for me and it's easier on the customer's pocket, because if I have to do anything then the hours that I predicted it might take, and you know what I charged for, you know, it's you're gonna find yourself in losing money. So I know some guys, they do by the hour, and they tell the customer, hey, however many hours it takes me to do, that's going to be your price with this man hour that we set, depending on how many people are with them and things like that. So however many hours it takes, that's what the cost's gonna be. So that way you're not losing at all. But I try to let my customers know, hey, you know, I'd rather do this on a day where it's the leaves kind of dried out and stuff like that. So there's usually no problem with it. What do you guys do? Do you guys price by the hour as far as man hour and stuff like that, or do you just set a certain price and then go with that? You know, I do both. I actually do both. But if I start seeing that it's raining and stuff like that, and that's why I try to let the customer know that your price will go up if you're calling me, because you'll have some customers calling and they wondering when you're going to come through and get the leaves up or whatever the case is, you know. And say for instance, if I'm sucking up leaves, you know, that debris loader, the leaf vac, it gets really nasty. It could get clogged, you know, due to the wet leaves and things like that. it's not a clean, you know, when it chops it up, it doesn't chop it up as fine, you know, when they're all wet. So the leaf vac tends to usually get clogged when it's sucking up all those leaves and the leaves are wet. So I don't really like to do it then. I've done it before and it kind of sucks. But if I can avoid doing a lot of wet leaves, I try to avoid it as much as possible. I mean, I just try to avoid it. So, but like I said, I don't know how you guys do it. I just do it both ways, and depending on the situations and stuff like that. But I've done enough leaves where I can kind of gauge how the situation is going to be when I go to the property and take a look. I'm already figuring out how I'm going to do this, where I'm going to place the leaves, you know, how I'm going to pull up with my trailer if I pull my trailer. I'm figuring out all this, and then like how long it's basically going to take, you know. Some of my leaf jobs are an hour, depends. Some of them are 2 hours to 2.5 hours. I done leaves where I was out there for 4 hours. Yeah, it just varies. Leaves are very hard to kind of calculate and stuff like that due to the elements and all that. So I don't know. But yeah, guys, just wanted to make a quick video talking about that. I started getting all these estimates in, and they're like, yeah, let's go. And I already got estimates set up for my other customers that I do every year. And I was looking at my books and stuff, and I usually start doing a lot of leaf cleanups like in November. So I was looking at it, all my leaf jobs that I've been doing, and they tend to be all in November. So started like around November the 14th is when I started doing a lot of leaf services last year. But most likely I'm going to start a little bit earlier because I'm getting like new clients, and you know, and these new clients might turn into potential customers later on for 2025. So hopefully I can pick up a couple of new customers, you know, which I usually do around this time, and it carries over to the next season. So hopefully I can make up with some of the losses that I'm gonna, you know, once I cut out the drive time for my other ones that I'm getting rid of. Yeah. So I'm not gonna sweat it. It's in God's hands, and you know, I just got to do the work. It's in God's hands, but I still have to put in the work. Put it like that. You know, I know God's got my back on my business and stuff, but I know that I still have to put in some work to make that reality come true. So, all right, guys, I'm out. Like, subscribe, leave your comments, hit that bell button. Do whatever you got to do, but you better do it, because I'm out here about to start grinding on these leaves. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace.